Shelley Hofberg is a clairvoyant, medium, pet psychic, and tarot reader. She does not ask for the details about your life, but primarily relies on her gift of clairvoyance to receive the psychic insights that will be the most helpful to you about your soulmate, relationships, money concerns, and your career path. As a pet psychic, she will receive insights about what your pet or pets wants you to know. As a medium, she will connect with your loved ones on the other side. Shelley Hofberg is the host of the Psychic Horizon radio show, produced by Goldilocks Productions and presented on Blog Talk Radio, Thursdays at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Shelley brings together the pioneers and visionary teachers to share with you some of the most enlightening knowledge that is out there today to expand your horizons and open the paths to higher consciousness.
Welcome to the Psychic Horizon Show. I'm your host, Psychic Shelley Hofberg. And today's special guest is Carl Young, who will be talking about out-of-body experiences and doing psychic readings for you. Before I bring on Carl, I just want to make some quick announcements that on July 8th, Carl Young and myself will be at the Learning Light Foundation Psychic Fair in Anaheim, California from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And on July 29th, we will be at the School of Multidimensional Healing and Science from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m., their psychic fair. And my guest for next week is Francis Poland, who'll be talking about automatic writing. And Toby Gran will be my guest on July 27, talking about soul readings. Frank Fowlin will be my guest on August 3rd, talking about tarot. And on August 10th, Jerry Wimber will be my guest talking about stone readings. And on August 17th, I have the host of the Magical Journey radio show that comes on 8 p.m. Eastern Time, produced by Goldilocks Production. I have Brian Ross. And on August 28th, I have Bill Foss talking about psychic healing. And on August 31st, I have Taylor Bowman talking about the crystal ball. I'm now ready to bring on my guest, Carl Young. Hello, Carl.
Hey, Shelley, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm very good.
Great. Can you tell the callers a little bit about yourself?
Well, I am a multi-generational psychic. My mother was psychic. Her father was psychic. I have a little bit of a gypsy background. I've been reading for about 15 years now professionally. I work in psychic fairs. I do counseling. I do life coaching. And I do dream interpretation. And, I really love to help people. And I've helped a lot of people.
Awesome. And, Carl, what is an out-of-body experience?
Well, strictly speaking, out-of-body experience is just the sensation that you're out of your body. So it's almost a scientific term, and there's different opinions about what it is. Some people say it's just a psychological experience, like a dream, kind of dreaming. Other people say metaphysical people say you're actually leaving your body. When you're talking about actually leaving your body, they call it astral travel or astral projection.
And, Carl, what is a dream?
A dream, there's actually different levels to what a dream is, and we can talk about that later. But most common experience of dreaming people have is what I call mechanical dreaming or brain dreaming, where they're just stuck in the activity of their brain. But there's also lucid dreaming, and then there's astral travel, which I don't believe is dreaming. I think it's an extension of consciousness.
And Carl, let's take our first caller, which is area code 312. Hello, 312.
Hi, my name's Karen, and I'm calling from Chicago. I had a question. I was dreaming numbers, and I dreamt the number 343, and I'm just curious if you have any insight on anything about those numbers.
Let me think about it first. Let me connect here real quick. 343.
Yes.
I'm getting that there's a symmetry to this, that 3 is a magic number and 4 is a number of completion. So I'm feeling like you been trying to manifest something. Maybe it's going to be coming to completion. Does that make sense? Do you know
yes.
what I mean by manifesting?
Yes. My last paycheck was this amount.
What's that?
My last paycheck ended up to be this amount. I worked a project, and they paid me this amount.
Wow.
And I'm supposed to pick up my check tomorrow. So, and I just happened to look at it, and I said, "Oh my God, this is
something came to completion. You got paid."
Yeah, I got paid.
That's what I got. Yeah. Okay. Any other questions?
No, that makes sense. I'll hopefully get that amount tomorrow. So I just did another project for them.
Good.
So I'm hoping to get in the same area of amount.
It's nice to be paid.
Yes.
This is when you work hard. Yeah.
And you don't see any problem with my paycheck?
No. Is there some issue you're worried about the company not solving or something?
Right. I'm afraid they may not pay me. Yeah. We had a little bit of a dispute, but I finished the work, but
right.
I was just, hoping I get paid.
Yeah, I think you will get paid. I think a phone call will take care of it if there's some tardiness on it.
Right.
They're going to want to pay you, and they can't pay you. It's not a ton of money. They can come up with that, so don't worry about it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay.
No worries. Don't worry about it.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
And Karen, I feel that the number 343 comes to number 1. And number 1 is new beginnings and new starts. So I feel that there's going to be another project coming up that you're going to be contracted for. It might be with a different company that hears about you for word of mouth, for someone that you've done work with in the past that referred you. It's a referral. So you are going to be getting another job, and it looks like it's going to be a long project. It's going to last several months. So, so a project is coming up for you, and a job is coming up for you. The 1 is new beginnings. The 3 is creativity, so it looks like that you're very creative and that you're good at writing. And the 4 is building a new foundation, so you kind of have a new job coming in, so that's the new foundation. And Carl, how can Karen get in contact with you?
She can email me at cyoung1890@gmail.com, or she can call me at 714-643-0280. 714-643-0280.
And you could get a hold of me at 818-744-5241 or go to psychichorizon.com. And thank you for calling the Psychic Horizon Show today, Karen.
Thank you, ma'am. And you're right on. Somebody else is going to refer me to another company. You are right on money. Thank you so much.
Oh,
ma'am.
you're welcome.
Thank you, both
Thank
of you.
you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
I'm now going to continue my interview with Carl Jung on out-of-body experiences, and then we're going to take our next caller, which is area code 860. Carl, what is astral travel?
Well, astral travel, as I understand it, is when your body goes to sleep, your consciousness stays awake. And that means you can move around in what's known as an astral body. or in what they call in the Tibetan Buddhists call it the subtle body, and in the esoteric traditions they call it the lunar body, and it's just a consciousness that is still operant after your body goes to sleep. And astral travel is the art and science of maintaining that consciousness and being able to travel in another vibrational dimension.
Awesome. And Carl, let's take our next caller, which is area code 860. Hello, 860.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
And who do we have the pleasure of speaking to?
Dama, how are you?
Dama, you said?
Yes. How are you doing, both of you?
Great, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. I have a question. I actually met up with this friend of mine, and I was just wondering if you see it developing into a relationship as far as us being together. It's been a rocky road, but I still have faith. So I'm wondering what you guys see.
Well, I see yes. I see yes. And
Okay.
because you know each other, it's going to be, you've already broken the ice a lot, and you already know each other, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's going to be pretty easy.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Well, it doesn't feel like it.
I don't have a lot to say. Yes. I just got yes. It's going to be easy.
Okay.
I got it.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
It's gonna work out well.
Okay.
It's not gonna hurt.
Okay.
I got yes. I'm gonna be yes. You know.
Okay.
You already know. You know. You know it's gonna happen.
I just was hoping if it's this year. Do you think it's this year?
Yeah, it's gonna be fairly soon.
Okay.
Yeah, like in maybe September.
September. Okay.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. That's when it'll become romantic. It'll heat up.
Okay. Because he's very, I'm giving him space right now because I met up with him and then he was very, to be honest, he was moody. So I'm like, all right, I'm letting him have his space and time and I'm not doing anything and I haven't. I don't contact him. Yeah, so it's not even like, it's not actually I'm doing something different. I usually don't do this. I kind of want to, I'm a problem solver. Yeah, so I always take care of things and just say, let's for this. So
what I'm getting is that he wants you to call him on his moodiness.
Okay.
He's kind of, it's just kind of immature, and he wants you to call him on it. I'm not going to yell at him and get in, you know what I mean. But he wants you to calm him down and focus, get him focused. When he gets moody, he gets unfocused. He really needs to be more grounded. Do you know anything about meditation or anything about how to ground? He's very ungrounded. If you could teach him how to ground, because he doesn't really want to be moody.
Got it.
He needs to be more grounded.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. So if you can help him get grounded, and you can do that with comfort food, you can do that with, a back rub, you can do that with sex is a great way of grounding. So there's ways you can get him grounded, and then he won't be so moody, and you'll be more comfortable too. Yeah,
I think so. I think I'm more of a grounder anyway because he's a water sign, so he's just basically like water. It goes everywhere.
Yes,
so, yeah.
He's a Pisces. Okay. Yeah, of course. But they're very loving people, and they can really, really get into your soul, and it can feel wonderful.
Yeah, that's true. Shelley, do you have anything?
Yeah, I think, Sharon, that, he does tend to be moody because he's very emotional and he's very sensitive and he reacts to things easily. But I feel that you'll be able to deal with that in the relationship if you know that from the get-go you'll be able to as Carl said, you'll be able to ground him and have a calming effect on him. And I do feel the relationship can happen August, September. So it does look like it's, that you're kind of running into him. It's no accident. It's kind of faith. You're meant to be together. And it does look like it could be a good relationship, a very loving relationship. He's a very loving person.
Yeah.
And I feel that he's a good man. He has a good heart. And so it could be a very good relationship for you. And you just have a month or two to wait for the relationship to transpire. In the meanwhile, there's going to be a lot more contact and communication. You're going to be hearing from him in the next few days. You're going to be talking. So there's going to be contact and communication, and you will be getting together and going out.
Okay.
And Carl, how can Thelma get in touch with you?
She can email. What, you ready? She can email me at cyoung1890@gmail.com. cyoung1890@gmail.com. She can also call me at 714-643-0280. 714-643-0280. You can also text me at that number.
And you can get a hold of me at 818-744-5241 or go to psychichorizon.com, and thank you for calling the Psychic Horizon Show.
Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
We're now going to continue our interview with Carl Jung on out-of-body experiences, and then we're going to take our next caller, which is Sharon, area code 216. Carl, what can you do in the astral?
Well, it's an interesting place because in many ways it's just like this world, but it's a much more flexible world. It's not as driven by physical laws as our world is. So you can change things. So like you're bald, you can have hair. If you're old, you can be 25 again. But you can also like fly. Most people, when they have flying dreams, they're in the astral. That's a lucid dream in the astral. You can walk through walls. You can go places by thinking about them. So I used to go back to my hometown in Ohio. I could be in the astral, and I would just think about like the yard in front of the house, and boom, it's like 1 second I'm there. So you can do a lot of stuff like that. You can also meet entities. Some of them are negative, and there's ways of getting rid of them. And there's some are positive that can teach you a lot. And also you can meet your deceased loved ones.
Awesome. And Carl, let's take our next caller, which is Sharon, area code 216. Hello, Sharon.
Hi, Shelley. Hi, Carl. How are you?
Hey,
Fine. How are you?
Happy holidays. Yeah, Carl, I heard you said you're from your hometown, Ohio. That's where I'm from. I just heard that, Ohio.
Ohio?
Yeah. Small world. Yeah. Cleveland area, Westlake.
Oh, Cleveland? I'm from Bowling Green, near Toledo.
Got it. Okay. Perfect. First of all, thank you for taking my call.
You're welcome.
My question is, I am trying to change careers, and I finished school in January. I got a certification to help me change directions.
Mm-hmm.
I had an interview last week, the one that I would love to get. It's my dream job, and I have one this Friday. I was wondering if you see me getting one of those, or if not, when you see me getting an offer. How's that?
Okay, well, this looks good. It's not a sure thing, but it's good. Because I got the Knight, I'm pull some cards, I got the Knight of Swords and the King of Swords. So I get that's the people interviewing you. They're very...
I interviewed with 6 people last week.
It's an expanding company. They're wanting to expand. And, but they're very, very logical about... They're very logical about their hiring. They have a very set protocol, little checklist they go off.
Okay.
And what they're looking for, they'll have several people. There will be several people, but So the thing that's going to is not your resume or anything. It's going to be how well they think you fit in. And I got the Empress card. I got the Empress card for you. So I'm feeling like was there a female in the interview?
Yes, there were actually 3 females. There were half and half. Yes, there were.
Okay. Well, one of the women really liked you, and she's going to champion you. Okay. One of the women in the interview, she's going to kind of but there's other people like other ones. So I feel you have a very, very good chance. This woman's going to push for you. Okay. So I think you have a very, very good chance of getting hired. It's one of the psychic abilities. I really, to be honest, to let people know is they don't. I don't know. The future isn't always set, so I can't tell you something that's set. But I can tell you the probability, and I would say it's better than 50-50. Well, better than 50-50.
Do you feel that I will get? When do you feel I will get a new career direction? Do you feel that?
I'm getting soon. I'm getting August, September. I got August. But then it's kind of like I got an X toward the end of the month, so it'd be right. It could be in September, end of August, early September.
Okay, yeah, because I have one Friday too. Okay.
Okay.
That sounds good.
No threat. I think you're going to have a job. You're going to have a job within 2 months.
It's so competitive. Oh my God!
And this one looks good. This one looks good because there's a woman there. Was there an the older one? There was an older one, that was maybe middle aged. She likes you.
Yeah.
And she's going to find. I guess she probably has some political poker chips she can cash in or something. I don't know what it is.
So funny. There was one of the men that's a big boss. He was the big boss.
Yeah.
Was he impressed with me, or did he?
Yeah, I'm getting that his role in this hiring thing. He's not that involved. He likes to be there. And basically, he defers to the other. He defers to the others. He could veto you, and he likes you enough not to have vetoed you. But he was actually thinking about other stuff during the interview.
I believe it. That's not his job, but he's the big.
He was just looking at if the candidates were like. He just wanted to give his little seal of approval. That's all. But he's not doing the hiring.
It was really nice. He was really cool.
Yeah, he's not doing the hiring. He's not doing the hiring.
You're right. It's the women. Thank you. You're right.
But you have a woman on one of the women is going to champion you. She's going to have to compete with some other people though, so it's not a sure thing.
I know. Okay. Listen, thank you for answering. That was great. Okay,
You're
Shelley.
welcome.
Thank you very much. That's the first time I think I've ever asked you a question. But I like Shelley's show. When I'm not working on vacation days, I call in. But I'm usually working.
Cool.
Okay, Shelley.
I feel, Sharon, that you're going to get a job very soon. And I agree with Carl that you made a favorable impression on this woman.
Yes.
And I feel that she has a lot of say about who gets hired. That the other woman kind of follows suit. Whatever she wants, the other woman goes along with. She's kind of more in charge. And so I feel that you will get hired, and I feel it'll be a good position for you. It'll be long-term employment. You will be successful in your new career. You won't regret that you went to school for it, because it's a good career for you, and you'll be very successful, and you'll do much better financially than you did at your last job. It's an improvement.
Okay.
It's a substantial improvement in your financial resources. So it looks like you're on the road to success. And Carl, how can Sharon get in contact with you?
She can email me at cyoung1890@gmail.com, cyoung1890@gmail.com, or you can call me at 714-643-0280, 714-643-0280, and you can text me at that number too.
And you could get a hold of me at Sharon at 818-744-5241, or go to psychichorizon.com, and thank you for calling the Psychic Horizon Show.
Thank you, both of you. Thank you. Have a good day. Thank you.
You're welcome. We're now going to continue our interview with Carl Jung on out-of-body experiences, and then we're going to take our next caller, which is area code 818, Carolyn. Are there techniques to induce out of body experiences, Carl?
Yeah, there's quite a number of them. A lot of them have to do with like picturing your body coming, like your astral body leaving your physical body. Those are, I've always found those, maybe they work, they probably do work. I was never able to have success with them, and I think people struggle with those. When I teach my classes, my astral travel classes, I teach a thing called Yoga Nidra, which is means sleep yoga, and it's a way, there's a technique by which your mind stays awake while your body falls asleep. You stay conscious, so your mind doesn't fall asleep, just your body falls asleep. And then from there, you're basically in the astral. And it's a practice, and it really isn't that hard. It has to be consistent, but it's not really that hard.
Awesome. And Carl, let's take our next caller, which is Carolyn, area code 818. Hello, Carolyn.
Hey, Carolyn.
Hi. How you doing, Carl and Shelley?
This is you, Carolyn.
Doing fine.
Yeah.
Thank you for asking, Carolyn.
Oh, okay. Look, I wanted to know, what do I need to know to move forward in my life right now, spiritually or any other kind of way?
Carolyn, is this the Carolyn?
This is the Carolyn, yes.
Hi. Let me pull a few cards for you.
Okay.
Well, I get the feeling that you have been doing some healing, and you're feeling better. And this is going to open doors. This is going to open doors so you're going to be more able to both physically do things, but also manifest things. Your energy is being freed up from struggling with your condition, and can go to other things. You have more energy, so you're going to be more energetic, and things are going to come to you. That's what I get. It's coming for you.
Oh, that's good.
So I got the King of Cups, and I got the Seven of Cups. So those are both very good cards for you.
Oh, okay, yeah. Good. I always get good cards. I just got over a foot problem. I couldn't walk a couple of days, and it was swelling and hurting. So this is like the 5th day, and I know that's probably have something to do about moving forward. Yeah,
I get moving forward. You're going to be feeling better.
Okay. Well, that's great. That's great news.
More energy. That's what I get.
And that's what I needed too. Thank you.
You're welcome. And you're going to be able to do more things, and some good things are coming your way because of that, because you're able to.
More things. Okay, that's good. Great things.
I feel, Carolyn, I agree with Carl that you're going to have more energy and start to feel more vitality and have more energy. I feel that you will. And I feel that you will move this year, that the move is coming up in the next 2 to 3 months, that you are going to find a house, a small house, in a good area, an area that you would be more comfortable living. So I feel that there's a move coming. And I feel that your son is going to get more serious with this girl that he's seeing, and that there's something coming up with an event that your son is going to, that he's going to invite you to. And his girlfriend's going to be there. There's something that it might be at her house that's coming up that you get invited, so you're going to have an opportunity to get to know the girl better that is your son's girlfriend. And I feel within a year's time, he's going to end up getting married to this girl, that there's a future marriage. And it looks like that he is going to pass his exam to be a lawyer, his bar exam he's going to pass, and that he is going to go into law. And it looks like you're going to be spending some time with your grandmother, not your grandmother, your granddaughter. Sorry about that. with the summertime months coming up, you'll be doing more things with family, and it looks like you'll be hearing from your sister. August, September, you'll be hearing from her, and it looks like that it's just going to be a good summer for you. And there's going to be some trips coming up for you that you're going to be hearing about that you're going to want to go to. It's a bus trip. It's 2 or 3 days, but it's someplace that you want to go. So I feel that there's a trip coming up for you also.
Well, that's great. Great news. Thank you.
You're welcome, Carolyn.
Thank you both. Have a blessed day.
You too, Carolyn. Thank you for calling.
Okay,
bye-bye, Carolyn.
Bye.
Bye-bye, Carolyn. We're now going to continue our interview with Carl Jung on out-of-body experiences, and then we're going to take our next caller, which is area code 480. Can you contact spirit guides and deceased loved ones in the astral, Carl?
Absolutely, and that's one of the real blessings of being able to do it. Yes, you can have meetings. You can get teachings. If you're really, when you get really serious about it, they'll take you to sacred places in other dimensions, not just sacred places here, like the pyramids or something, but like sacred places in other dimensions. The guides will, when you're ready, but you have to be ready. And you can meet your loved ones. Most people do. Because you go in the astral every night. You're just not conscious because you're unconscious. But people meet their deceased relatives in the astral. They'll remember it. They'll remember that most. You're actually in the astral, and that's a little memory. Sometimes when you remember a dream, you're actually remembering an astral experience. And I don't know one person that hasn't seen like a relative after they passed away in their sleep. So that's very common, actually. For some people, it can happen every night. They just don't remember it.
That's awesome.
Deceased relative.
And Carla, let's take our next caller, which is area code 480. Hello, 480.
Hello, this is Mike.
Hello,
hey, Mike.
And Mike, how can we help you today?
Yeah, quick question. I'm going to start working at a friend's wellness center doing some fitness boot camps and some other stuff, and I just kind of wanted to get an idea, income-wise, will this kind of take over financially so I don't have to wait tables anymore, or will I still be doing both?
I'm just pulling some cards. Hold on. Yes, eventually. Might be a few months because you have to build a little clientele here. So right. I would say before the holidays, you'll be able to quit your day job.
Yeah, and I've been looking to get a new serving position. Do you kind of see that occurring as well, or just staying pat where I'm at?
I think you'll actually be happier if you just stay where you're at, because this is you're winding down your day job days, and yeah, I think you'll be happier if you. I think you can get the other. Is it a promotion or another place? Or?
Just another restaurant.
It's up to you. Spirit's telling me like it's your choice, but there's at least someone in Spirit saying you'll just be less stressed out if you just stick with what you have. But it's because you're not going to be at it that much longer. Yeah, you'll just be starting over and then leaving probably.
Gotcha. No, good to know. Thank you.
So I think by January 1st you won't need a day job.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and things are going to really pick up during the holidays, at least, in December. Business is going to pick up a lot.
Great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I feel, Mike, that that the other job could be more stressful. I kind of agree with Carl. It might not be that great of a job. I think they could be more demanding because it's a bigger restaurant. I feel that if you wait, you will find another restaurant job at another restaurant, that's kind of a dinner place. You know, they're open in the afternoon, but they're known for their dinners. And it looks like it might be an Italian restaurant that you end up working in. And it looks like it's very charming and very cozy, and it's near the water. So it's right near the water. So there's another job that's coming up that would be better than this job that you're thinking of applying for. And I do think that things will pick up with the wellness center. It may start off a little slow, but then it'll pick up. And as we get in towards mid to late summer, it's going to pick up, and you'll be able to work more hours at the wellness center. So it will pick up. It will end up being a good job for you. And Carl, how can Mike get in contact with you?
He can email me at cyoung1890gmail.com, cyoung1890@gmail.com, or I can be called at 714-643-0280, 714-643-0280, and I can be texted at that number too.
And you can get a hold of me, Mike, at 818-744-5241, or go to psychichorizon.com. And thank you for calling the Psychic Horizon Show, Mike.
Thank you both.
You're welcome.
Have a good weekend. Bye-bye. I'm now going to continue my interview with Carl Jung on out-of-body experiences, and then we're going to take our next caller, which is area code 214. What is a lucid dream, Carl?
Well, lucid dreaming is a kind of an intermediate. There's a spectrum, there's a sleep consciousness spectrum, and lucid dreaming is kind of the intermediate zone. The most primitive kind of dreaming is brain dreaming, the mechanical dreaming, where you're not conscious, you're not aware that you're dreaming. You're just going through. It's like a movie; it just runs from beginning to end. You have no control over it. And then at the other end is astral travel, which you're completely conscious in your sleep, and you're not actually dreaming, but you're actually volitionally doing things. Lucid dreaming is in between. Lucid dreaming is when the unconscious mind material of the mechanical dream gets projected into the astral. So you have it's kind of like a hologram in the astral. So you're in the astral, but you're looking at a lot of dream material, unconscious material. And the great thing about it is you're aware that you're dreaming. It's in beautiful Technicolor, and you can talk to the figures because you're aware you're dreaming. So if you're being chased by a monster, and you can turn around and say, "Who are you?" And the monster will say, I'm your 7th grade math teacher, or whatever. You can find out about what's going on in your dreams because you can interact with them. It's a lot of fun, too.
Sounds like it.
You can interact with your unconscious, with your psyche. It's really cool.
And Carl, let's take our next caller, which is area code 214. Hello, 214.
Hello. Hi there.
Hi.
Who do we have the pleasure
Hi.
of speaking to?
This is Cor.
Hello,
Hi,
Cor.
Hi. It's been a few years since I spoke to you, Carl. So it was a pleasure to see that you were back again.
Well, thank you. Yeah.
So my question is, I'm pretty gifted as far as, with premonitions and all that stuff. And I was told that July would be a very busy month, as well as financially. But kind of haven't seen that happening yet. And going into that, with dream time, I have a lot of dimensional dreams, interdimensional dreams, and I just can't make out the ones with the animals. There was one with, I know there's a message there in them, I'm just not quite sure. One of them has to do with this dog. This lady's holding a dog by an elevator, and the dog is made out of cloth, like those cloth rugs that's tightly woven.
Yeah, like a gingham cat, except for dog.
Yeah, but it's a real dog, and I'm petting it, and I don't realize it's made out of material.
Stop for a second. Okay, so you're in what kind of a building? In a hotel, an office building? There's an elevator. What's the building?
Something
What's the place?
That.
What you're in, like an office building?
It seems like a elevator just out. It kind of looks like the elevator just outside the apartment in the dream.
Okay, so it's like your apartment?
Yeah.
Where were you? Where was this place? Tell me about the setting. That's important.
The only thing really that caught my eye wasn't so much the surrounding, but the dog and the material. Okay. It was made.
What did it
colorful.
feel like? Just tell me did you feel tense? Was it spooky? Was it happy? What was the feeling?
No, it was very sweet, and I remember thinking, "Gosh, she's so unique and different."
Okay. And this dog was made out of cloth, but it was a living thing?
Yeah.
Okay. And a lady was holding it?
Yes.
So it was like a little Pekingese or something? What kind of dog was it?
It didn't really have a breed it's like a medium-sized dog.
Okay. All right. So this lady's holding it. Describe the lady for me.
I keep thinking it's me.
What's that?
But the focus isn't really on the person.
It does matter what the lady looked like, or what kind of person she was. Was she well dressed? Was she, in sweats? How was she dressed?
I can't tell. I only knew she was friendly.
Okay, she was friendly. And she's middle-aged or young? What?
Middle.
Middle-aged, okay. And she's holding this dog. Okay, next, what happens? And this dog is really cute, and you have a really deep feeling about the dog. I mean, and
I rubbed my hands over it, and I didn't think anything different of it.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so what happened?
That was it. That was one of them. One of the dreams.
Well, what I'm getting is it was a spirit message. The lady's a spirit guide, and the dog is your inner child, or you the child, or something. It's something. This is a guide who was attached to you when you were little. Okay, and coming with the dog is almost like a gift to your inner child, because she really loved you when you were little. And really, she was just coming to visit. There's no big message, but she can always come to visit you. And if you feel scared, or you feel like your inner child starts to throw a tantrum, or you get scared, you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this spirit will come comfort you and help settle you down. You had a bad day at work, and that's usually the inner child freaking out, So you have some comfort food. She's like comfort food spirit. She'll come and help you.
Okay.
She really loved you. She knew you when you were little, like a toddler, or you were a young child. That's what I'm getting. Yeah.
Okay.
So she's helping you calm down when you have a bad.
We didn't have animals growing up.
No, but that's like a gift for your inner child.
Got it. Got it.
Yeah. So that's not like a real Freudian dream with a lot of psychological interpretation. It was just a spirit presence. It was just a spirit message. That's all. And you can call upon that spirit, that guide, to give you comfort. Especially when you feel your inner child picking up, because it's usually some kind of slightly hysterical fear, or having some kind of meltdown because you're pissed, having a tantrum inside about something, and you don't want it to happen. That's an inner child meltdown. So she'll come and calm you down. And if you get home from work and you're feeling all like beat up inside, that's usually an inner child too. So that she can comfort you in those situations.
I see. Okay.
And have a job in your life. She really loved you though as a child. She was really, you really had a spark of life in you that she was attached to. They helped her because she was older and not happy. She was not happy when you were little, and you kind of lit her up a little bit. You cheered her up.
Oh.
I don't know if you know her or not because she's very small.
No, I mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any other questions?
Well, as far as I was told that July was going to be a busy month as far as getting moving financially and also.
I'm thinking that towards the mid-month, or it's in like next week, things are going to start picking up. And in July, I think what I'm getting is July is when things start to pick up. August is going to be the better month, actually.
Okay.
Things are going to start to pick up in July, and they're going to really pick up. It's going to sort of hit cruising altitude in August, September.
Okay.
Yeah. That's when you're going to be busiest. You're going to be busier in August than you are in September, in all but the end of July. You pick up. You should start noticing things next week.
Say that again?
You should start noticing the pickup next week. It's a little more gradual.
Okay.
It's not going to have multiple one. And August is actually what you think is July was going to be is August is going to be. July is when it started.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
It always seems that way, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Sounds good.
We're now going to take our next caller, which is Laura, area code 856. Hello, Laura.
Hi, Laura.
Hi, how are you?
We're fine. How
Good.
are you?
I'm okay. I was just wondering what you're picking up, if there's anything that I need to know, or do you want a specific question?
Okay, so you don't have a question.
The question would help. What is your question?
Love life. Do you see anything coming for me for my love life?
Yeah, let me look here real quick. Do you have a boyfriend, or you have someone in mind?
No.
Okay, because I'm getting that it would be really good for you if you had like a sex life, because it'll get your energy going. They got the Devil card and the Ace of Swords, so you're a little shut down there. So it would be really good not to be too picky. I'm not saying don't be picky. I'm just not too picky. You understand what I'm saying? Because you need some. Okay, good. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. So I'm not seeing that you need to. I'm seeing that you need to play the field for a little bit and have some erotic experiences, and then you'll find the one you want to settle with. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Because you need to get a sex life. That's what so many even spirits telling me. It's gonna get your energy going, and you're gonna feel a lot better. You'll feel less tense. So, are you thinking about moving?
I want to move. Yes, very much.
I see that happening I see that happening probably in November.
Ooh.
Yeah.
If you see that move happening,
love life.
that's because I'm getting a house in November?
I'm getting moving house. So whatever that would be, I don't know.
Okay. That's even better. I like that even better. I should have asked that question.
I also see that you're going to be in a position. I hate. I don't mean to be rude, but getting laid has a lot to do with this because you're really kind of shut down and it's slowing you down. So does that make sense? I don't mean to be rude, but that's what I'm getting.
No.
I have a spirit.
No, that's not even part of. That's not something
That's what
I was
I'm getting.
about.
I'm getting that. because I got after the Devil card, I've got the Empress card and the Three of Wands. You're gonna be much more cheerful, and you're actually gonna be you attract more money and stuff. That makes sense.
Oh, that would be really good. I would be very happy with that. Especially moving in November.
So yeah, and a boyfriend would help. Is a lot. That's what I'm getting. I'm just passing it on to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I feel, Laura, that there is a relationship coming up August, September. It's not anybody you know. It's going to be somebody new coming into the picture that you're going to be meeting and getting romantically involved with. He has dark hair, dark eyes, and he owns his own house. He owns his own home. He works for a large company, so he's very financially stable. He's a divorced man. He has two or three sons that are older sons, not young children. He's older in age than you, but I think that he has a lot of energy and vitality, and I feel that he's a good-looking man, that he's nice-looking, that he's attractive, very attractive. So you are going to get into a relationship in August, September. And Carl, how can Laura get in contact with you?
She can email me at cyoung1890@gmail.com. That's cyoung1890@gmail.com. Or she can call me at 714-643-0280. 714-643-0280, and she can text me at that number too.
Oh, great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And you can get a hold of me at 818-744-5241 or go to psychichorizon.com. And thank you for calling the Psychic Horizon Show, Laura.
Thank you both. I appreciate it. Have a good day.
You're welcome.
You too. I want to thank my guest, Carl Jung, for being my guest on the Psychic Horizon Show today. And I want to thank Tiffany White, Sage Woman of Goldilocks Production, for producing the Psychic Horizon Show. And I want to thank all the callers who participated in the Psychic Horizon Show today. Thank you for calling, Carl.
You're very welcome, and thank you, Shelley. I love being on your show.
I love having you as a guest.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good weekend, Carl. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.